Casey Campbell, thank you very much for speaking with me today.
My
Appreciate
pleasure.
it. So tell me about your adventures to Europe. Like, I mean, when did you first conceive of this trip? And
Last summer, fall, the summer of 2018, I got to meet a guy named Nicky Van Morbecke from Belgium. He runs the Muddy Roots Europe festival. This was their 8th year this past year, and he asked about the Price Hill Hustle being able to play the Muddy Roots Europe, but for various reasons we were unable to do it as a 4-piece band.
Yeah.
But I was able to do it solo, and so I reached out to Nicky and said, "Would you take my solo music?" And he said, "Yeah." And so that was the start of the entire tour, and from there I connected with various people and booked shows, and we ended up in Germany, Belgium, and England for 21 days. 21 days, yeah.
How many shows did you play?
12 or 13. We picked up a couple while we were there, just last minute day of kind of things that we ended up throwing together, which was really fun. But 12 or 13, I cannot recall right offhand.
Did James play all the shows with you? Or?
Yes, so James Weston, very good friend and multi-instrumentalist and singer-songwriter, went with me, and he and I flew into Germany at the end of June.
Okay.
And we were there for just about a full week, and then my wife Jessica Lynn joined us and sang with us. So we were a 3-part vocal, 2-part instrumental group.
Very
while
nice.
we were
I
there.
didn't know she sang with you there.
Yep.
As well. That's
Yep.
nice.
She did. Yeah. She sang all through college and stuff at UC while she was getting her degree. She sang in the May choruses and various other groups, and so wonderful harmony singer, and so we had a real big time.
Very nice.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure a lot happened to you while you were there. Is there anything that stands out as unusual, or?
It truly went probably as good as anyone could ever hope that, a trip goes like that.
Yeah.
Especially with all of the shows that we had going on and the traveling we did in between countries and stuff. We had no major complications at all. We had a couple small delays from this or that, but nothing ever that large. We drove ourselves. We rented a car and drove all across the EU, and then dropped that car off and got another car in England and drove there. We covered so much ground, it was just the best way for us to be able to get around. So we threw ourselves to the fire as far as driving in the EU and all that. But this was also my first trip to Europe, just in general. I'd never been, and I have always very much wanted to go. And so to be able to go and play shows and play to people who really enjoyed it, and we really connected with people and made some wonderful friendships quickly, because of music and because of kind of speaking that language, no matter the language,
I mean, they seem to be really receptive to, I don't know, more receptive to music in general over there, but when they have an American artist that comes across, they seem to pay a little more attention.
Certainly, and the people who came out to see our music were people who knew the type of music they were going to get, and they sought out the show. And so even in some of the cities where we played to smaller crowds, the crowd was incredibly focused on the performance and the show. I do attribute some of that, frankly, to the fact that some of them, even though they speak English, I go over there feeling like I have a pretty neutral English, American English accent.
Yeah.
But over there, to foreign ears, I had many people tell me several times, we have no idea what you're saying when you're talking, when you're like, if I'm singing in a quick sent, like if the words are really coming, they're like, sometimes we have no clue what you're saying. But when you're talking slowly in between songs and telling stories, that part they got. And so they were just as much into hearing all of the stories behind why I'm doing these songs and this and that, as they were to hearing the music, the music itself, rather. So, yeah, it was super cool.
Well, it sounds like you had a really nice trip.
We did. We had a fantastic time.
Well, that was your solo adventures recently, and now with the Price Hill Hustle, we have quite a large event coming up very soon. Why don't you tell me a little bit
We
about
do. The Whispering Beard Folk Festival.
Exactly.
Yeah. So Matt Wabnitz, the front man for Buffalo Wobs and the Price Hill Hustle, he is also the founder of the Whispering Beard Folk Festival. This will be our 12th year, and our very first year back in Cincinnati since the inception, which was in the backyard of his house over on Wesselman on the west side. And so this is our first year really making a go at something large and a little more impactful.
Yeah.
We've spent the past 8 years out in Friendship, Indiana, and we're very sad to kind of move on from that, but also excited about what the future holds for the festival, and just for our kind of passion of bringing some of this music down and doing something grand, frankly. You know, Tall Stacks was a really big influence on Wobbs and Catfish and Murray, all of the founders of the beard, and Tall Stacks was a very, very big influence on them. And so to start trying to build this brand that, you know, Wobbs put together, and I've been a director now for, this will be my, I think, 6th year out of the 12.
Okay.
And or 5th, something like that. And I'm also the MC for the festival, and so being able to bring this downtown and try to build it up into something that we feel like could stand up against any 3-day lineup that you're going to find around for the value of the ticket price. I mean, it is such a, we feel like it is a very friendly environment for people who just simply enjoy the kind of music to come down very unpretentiously and just sit and listen. And we want to bring that vibe down to Smale Park. So we'll be down at Smale Park August 22nd through the 24th.
Excellent. Who are some of the headlining acts that you know?
So we run Thursday night, all day Friday, and all day Saturday music. Thursday is a great lineup with Maria Corelli kicking off the entire festival. Local sort of banging band right now, and we've got Charlie Parr that night, one of our personal favorites from Beards Past. The Tillers will be co-headlining that night, and along with Reverend Peyton's Big Name Band. And then Friday, our big headliners we're very excited about, M. Ward, who's an indie folk singer-songwriter out of Portland. Really, really excited about bringing his music down. He's sort of a personal favorite to all of us involved in putting the show on. And so, I hope everybody watching enjoys that show, but that show's for us. Like M. Ward said is for the directors to sit and listen to him do it. He's never been to Cincinnati, so we're really excited about that.
Oh, wow, that's even
and then, but the taking the headline slot that night is the Felice Brothers out of upstate New York. Saturday, our headliners include Peter Rowan, the Wild Reeds, and Ryan Bingham, who we're really excited about, along with Lost Dog Street Band, Town Mountain, a terrific bluegrass outfit out of Asheville. Top-notch national talent. Yeah.
Excellent. That sounds like a great lineup. Is there a website address for the festival?
Yes, whisperingbeard, all one word.com.
Excellent.
And of course, all over social media and the usual spots. Whispering Beard will get you there pretty easily.
Nice. Now, what upcoming shows for the Price Hill Hustle do you have coming up in the near future?
Well, we've got a couple festivals in September. We've got several shows on the website,
sure.
PriceHillHustle.com, but we've got a couple festivals in September I'm really excited about. We're going back to Ohio Lina, which is just north of just north of Columbus in Mount Vernon. This will be our 4th year at least. Actually, probably 5th year with the Ohio Lina guys. We just really enjoy what they do. It's a small upstart kind of festival, and they put it all themselves. And that's in the middle of September. Also, that same weekend, actually, we have the privilege of going back to Kicking It on the Creek down in Irvine, Kentucky. Yeah, we will be playing Thursday evening once again. Those guys have become a fast sort of family and great fan base for us. Everybody in that Eastern Kentucky region has really taken our music and helped us kind of spread the word, and so we're super excited. I know. I'll let you out in a minute. So we're really excited to go back to kicking it on the creek. We really are.
Excellent.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. Yeah. Thank you. Being cued from off camera here. September 7. I have a couple Casey Campbell shows coming up as well. Yeah. Sure. September 7. I'm really very excited to be at the Cincinnati Reds game. Pre-game. That's the evening that the Ava Brothers will be putting on their show.
Are you gonna have full band?
Yep, I'll have the full band. I may even take a couple extra pieces just to make sure. So, and then October 5th is the Cripple Creek Music Festival in Fort Mitchell. My good friend Tom Miller, and it's an ALS benefit down there, and really excited to be playing that evening, Saturday evening, October 5, and that'll be a full band show as well. So the whole kit and caboodle with Casey Campbell music. Yeah.
Would you like to play a tune for us?
Yeah, I would.
Excellent.
Let's see. This song's called "The Wrong Side of Right," and I finished it up a few months ago, I guess, but it really started getting legs when we were in Europe and getting to play that circuit there. So. Hey love, it's me, I'm sorry I ain't called on you. We've been driving through the mountains, I've been trying but I couldn't get through. I've been thinking all morning about the words that we had back home. And I'm sorry after such a long night I left you alone. Well, I get selfish with my words and lost in my head, just like a heartbreaking song after midnight. My cup is running over with the tears that you shed. I put my chips down on the wrong side of right. This life I've been living's catching up to me. 10 pounds from the flask, I ain't as happy as I used to be. I've been thinking all week about getting me a steady job. The way I'm going here lately, I'm always big steel and rock. You see that I'm talking all the time like it's 4 a.m. I'm using words I didn't learn from my mother. Oh, I miss her every day that I'm gone, but you know this life I live would just upset her. I know better. Yes, the time keeps rolling and my heart keeps running out of things to say. I wish I could take back every single word I said the other day, where they almost drove you away. It was never meant for you, such a sadness, burning blue. Tomorrow we're somewhere between Columbia and Kansas City. Thanks for the picture of you and the boys got, you sure look pretty. Well, I guess I better get going, it's pretty late here, and I'll be driving soon, so I best rest. This run will be over just as fast as it came, and I'll be safely back home with my head up on your breast. Well, I'll let you go, I'll keep on talking for days. Just call me when you get this, I love you.
Very nice. Very
Thanks,
nice.
man. Appreciate it.
Absolutely. So just real quick, where the website address is again for everybody?
My personal, Casey Campbell Music, all one word.com.
Okay.
And social media at Casey Campbell Music as well. Price Hill Hustle, Buffalo Wobbs, and the Price Hill Hustle is Price Hill Hustle, all one word.com. All the usuals in social media as well.
Sure.
Both music's on Spotify, Apple, iTunes, all that stuff.
Excellent. Well, thank you, sir. Appreciate it.
Hey, thank you. Thanks for coming back out, buddy.
Absolutely.